Welcome to North Hudson Public Works Utilities Committee meeting of March 19, 2024 at 5:30 p.m. Item number one on our agenda is roll call. Call to order.
Trustee Keller?
Here.
Trustee Olson?
Here.
Chair Pike?
Here. Item number two is approve the minutes of February 20, 2024 Public Works meeting.
I move to approve the minutes from last one.
I second that.
All right, any changes, corrections, or additions?
Nope.
Nope.
All in favor of the minutes as posted, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Comments from the floor, and we have crickets at the floor. Item number four, sale of surplus parks mower, discussion and possible recommendation.
We've got the mower that we replaced last year, and kind of just waiting on spring to sell it to get the village the most amount of return. So have it on this agenda just so we could try to list it towards the end of April on the auction site.
Okay, is this the grasshopper one?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So do you want to, I would think we could recommend that he start,
There's a motion I can,
okay,
run it?
yeah.
All right. Move to approve the sale of 2013 Grasshopper 329 on wisconsinsurplus.com. Funds to be placed in unassigned funds.
I will second that.
Any further discussion?
No?
We like the idea.
That's some good money.
It's not really a spending issue, so all in favor say aye.
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 And you'll see that on next Tuesday's finance then, too.
Okay.
If they approve it.
Great. And that passed. Item number five, chip seal, discussion only.
These are the roads that we have in this, if, after our discussion, there's nothing to vote on tonight. That will be in May.
Okay.
But that would be, it should be in your packet, but that's what I was looking to send out.
You guys got that?
It's online, yeah.
Okay. So we're talking Bald Eagle Road North from Helen Street North to Michelson Street North.
That road's a horseshoe.
Okay.
So the Michelson portion was done a few years ago, and now the Bald Eagle portion
Okay.
of it.
8th Street North from Monroe Street North to Summer Street North. Well, that's a pretty good stretch, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. And 10th Street North from Summer Street North to Michelson Street North. That's also a good stretch. Okay. That's a lot. Nice. And so we're asking for the bids to be in by May 12, it looks like, and then we'll hear more from you.
Yep, that's and then the next Tuesday after we get the bids, then we can decide which route we want to go.
Okay, and these are based on PACER ratings, right?
Correct.
Okay. You guys understand the PACER ratings?
I do not.
Okay.
Every 2 years, the state has us rate all the roads with a bunch of different criteria. And then we use that to, I guess, see how the roads stand within the village and use that for our maintenance. So we submit the PACER report to the state.
Or
And that also affects our LRIP money and that kind of stuff, because they look at the PACER ratings for their approvals, correct?
Yeah, it's gotta be a certain,
So if it's a good road,
Rating.
can't get it replaced, or they won't give you the state money.
yeah.
So the state understands when we're applying for like an LRIP that these are already in their database or whatever, and they can go look at what we rated them at and how
Yeah.
long they've been rated that.
Yep.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Any other questions for him about that?
No.
All right. I'm kind of excited. That's a lot, though. Will they do them all at once, or is this?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Item number 6, chair update. I just want to remind everybody that April 2nd is our voting day. Please get out and vote. And item number 7, engineer report. Welcome back, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you. Just a couple things. Now that the village board approved the preliminary assessment resolution, start working on the report that goes along with that. That'll actually have like what the projections are for the estimated costs and what, each individual property owner, what that anticipated number will be. So I'll be looking at bringing that at the next Public Works meeting, just to review that with you folks before it goes in front of the village board for a public hearing. So more to come on that, and then starting to work on the plans and specs for that Michelson Street, the slip lining project with the sanitary sewer. So we'll be getting that out to bids and then eventually bringing that back to the village board
Okay.
for hopefully,
Will come through us first?
yeah, we
Okay.
can bring it in front of you
Cool.
guys. Yep.
So when do you anticipate that one? I know we have people that are curious, let's say.
Sure. I think in the next month or two we'll be advertising that.
Okay,
And then it'll be just, when the contractor can come in and actually do the work, so.
okay. Cool. Any
Yeah.
questions for Kevin?
No?
All right.
All right. Excited to get Fifth Street done. All right, that takes us to item number 8, director report, project updates.
Still working on the emerald ash borer trees. Coming up, we're gonna be turning a lot across the road into a parking lot, so we have sufficient parking for the election. Not this, the November election coming up. Street sweeping training, so Mike and Jeremy will be gone for 4 days in Texas at the end of the month. And then, just to clarify for all the EAB trees, we're gonna be cutting them down, and then we will rent a stump grinder probably mid to late summer and take care of all the stumps at one time. It's much cheaper to rent it for 2 weeks versus the individual rentals, so there's been a lot of phone calls about the stumps, and we just have to use the small amount of money that we got in the grant efficiently and effectively, so we'll have to look at the stumps until we get all the trees cut, but they will be taken care of in this fiscal year, so.
So everybody heard that. Those stumps that you're asking us about when we're out and about,
Yeah.
they are gonna be taken out, but they're trying to get all the emerald ash borer trees down, and then they're going to rent for a couple week period of time, just to reiterate what he said, the stump grinder, so they can, do that as efficiently and price cost wise the best way.
Correct. It's about $300 a day to rent the stump grinder, or $1,100 for the week. So you almost get a free day
Yeah.
by doing that, so that's why we're gonna do it all at once.
Do you know who you'll use for that one, or?
We'll rent it from, probably Tri-State,
Oh, okay,
Bobcat, 'cause they're closest.
okay.
And then the hydrant relocation, should be wrapped up today, if not tomorrow morning, for the bike trail. And other than that, that's about all we have for projects. 7th Street, the end of 7th, beginning of Riverside. Everybody affected has received a letter, for the road closure for when they're boring under the lake. And the dates and everything is on the letter, as well as it's posted.
When is that?
Starts the 15th of April, and the hard closure will be, they're suspecting, if everything goes well, 5 days.
Okay,
So Monday through Friday, open by the weekend. They're gonna do their very best to leave the boat launch open, but during that, the second week of the project, so closer to the 21st, the boat launch is gonna be you might show up and it's gonna be blocked on the Hudson side at Corky's Pier, because they gotta pull that whole pipe across, and there's gonna be equipment in the way, so, I guess if you don't have your boat in by then, it's probably gonna be pretty hard, so I guess the people who live on Lake Malibu, if they want their boat in, it would be best to do it beforehand. They are gonna do their best to leave it open, but I guess we kinda know how that goes.
is this replace and remove? Are they pulling the old pipe?
No.
No, that's gonna be left in and abandoned in place. So, it'll be bulkhead on both sides,
Okay,
but the pipe itself will remain where it's at.
can they cut a pipe like that underwater?
They'll just cut it at,
Because they were saying there was a part that was visible at one point in time. I don't know if it still is after all the silt
Yeah.
came down, but
that, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not,
want somebody running their prop into a pipe.
right.
Okay, so it just stays, all right.
Yep.
Good to know.
Yep.
Any other questions about that?
That's all I have.
That's all you got? All right, that takes us to item 9, Public Works Capital Equipment, current and future budgeting. Are you still buying from what we approved for this year? Is there still things to buy?
The side-by-side showed up and the loader is still in production.
Okay,
So that we haven't received or paid for yet, but that's still supposed to be done here in the next couple months.
okay. And I saw a large dump truck back up into our area. Was that the salt that we ordered or had to
Oh,
order?
yep, that's us trying to get the salt that we contract our salt.
Right.
So if we don't use it, we still gotta take it. So we're kinda in a pickle. but
Did you?
We got it stacked in there pretty high. There's another 3 loads that are gonna be coming.
Okay.
But I think we can,
Do you think it'll hold?
well, we might have to put our salt sand outside and tarp it. But that's just kinda what happens when you don't get snow.
Well,
We have to take the salt either way. 'cause
we might get
contract.
some snow
Does it say
here.
Thursday night?
They're talking Saturday, Sunday, right?
Thursday and Saturday, Sunday? yeah.
Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, so we might use some of it.
Yep.
Okay. So the loader's on order, side by side's coming?
It has arrived.
Oh, it has
Yep.
arrived, okay. Anything else that we're supposed to buy this year that top of mind? Okay, anything that you guys think should be added? Or you? You know, as we look forward to next year, we just,
Not at this time. I mean, more so in the Parks Department, but not in Public Works.
Okay.
I think we
good,
pretty covered.
all right, great. So item 10, any future agenda items? You two?
Nothing on my end.
Nothing that I have.
You said you're gonna are you turning the whole grassy area into a parking lot over there?
I believe that's the plan.
Okay, so that's gonna be, some rock, basically?
No, we'll take the stuff off of Fifth Street that we mill off of Fifth Street.
Oh, yeah?
And then just have them dump it here for the parking lot.
So wouldn't you put down rock before you put the bituminous down?
Oh, we won't have to, cause we can dig it down and put a ton in there, cause we got all of Fifth Street's millings that
Okay.
we can pile in there, so it shouldn't be an issue.
You guys understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I like using our millings.
Effective and cheap.
Good plan.
For the future agenda items, looks like Kevin's got, Fifth Street to talk about.
Okay,
And then what was the other one for
the pipe?
Michelson.
Michelson?
Yeah, slip lining project.
And Michelson, was there anything else you said?
Do we need to discuss the pipe one more time? Why don't we throw it on there just to make sure people hear us say,
It'll probably be done by.
oh, it'll be done by then?
The
Okay,
project will
never
be
mind.
done, so. We can have like a wrap-up or something on it.
A wrap up? Yeah, sure. I'm thinking that people are gonna wanna hear more about that little parking lot thing, what you're doing.
Okay.
I don't know when to put it on the agenda.
Yeah, it probably, well, in October is when they're gonna projected to do Fifth Street, so it wouldn't be until October.
Okay, okay. But in time for voting and
Yep.
presidential? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. Anything else? Kevin? No?
No?
You guys? Good?
Well,
All right, item 11. We are adjourned at 5:43 PM. Have a great week.
You too.